Hello, thanks for joining me on this vlog. I hope you don't mind, but I feel as though I should introduce myself quickly again. I've got a few new followers and I feel rude that most of the time I don't say who I am. I just launch straight into it. So, story of my life really. So yes, I work under the name Mrs. Bertimus and I'm a full-time artist. I do little bits of teaching of workshops as well, and got a little online shop where I like to print my art on everyday items and art prints, things like that. And I paint and draw a lot. So I feel very lucky. This vlog, this is going to be quite a chatty vlog, bit of a catch-up one. Lots going on now. It's kind of getting to busy season. I've got, I'm really excited. I want to show you my new calendar. That is always, for me, with my shop, that's the highlight of the year for me. The calendar means a great deal to me. It takes me a long time to put together. I like to look over past work, mainly from this year, but I like to look over past work. I like to kind of rejig it digitally. And there's some pieces solely for the calendar as well. And I'm really thrilled. I haven't talked about it much before because I always feel like I might jinx it and it might arrive and the quality's not right, or or probably it's me that's made a big mistake. So I hope you like it. So I'm going to show you bits about that. Yeah. So anyway, I'm here nice and early in the studio today. Do you know, every year I forget how much I love autumn. There is something, it's just magical. It's definitely the season that just makes me really happy. And it's just the beginning of autumn, so we're just starting to feel that little edge of crispness in the morning. And I live in a village kind of in the middle of nowhere with lots of fields behind my house, and in the mornings now we're getting that kind of just that low strip of mist every morning. And the past few mornings there have been huge, like V-shaped flocks of pink-footed geese flying over, and it's harvest time. So we've got the beautiful kind of golden fields, and the ones where the farmers have already harvested and it's stubble. There's lots and lots of crows and rooks all having little feasts in the morning, and it's just beautiful. Oh, I'll show you the painting that I think I've nearly finished as well, and I'll tell you about Crow Daughter. See what you think. I'm looking, I think she's nearly finished. We'll have a chat about that in a minute. Yeah, so I thought, well, I'm gonna have some hot water, a little chat with you, have a little sit down, have a 5 minutes, show you the painting that's winking at me over here. It's quite funny actually, because I've got Crow Daughter here, who I think is nearly finished, and then I've got the big canvas at home. Oh, that might be in the vlog. I don't know. Can't remember what I filmed. Don't know. That might be another vlog. I should have probably not said about that. But anyway, it's good to keep a log of what's going on, isn't it? Yeah. Sorry. It's early. What was I saying? Yeah, so I've got Crow Daughter on here, which is quite large, nearly finished. And then I've got a big canvas at home. And I wouldn't say she's nearly finished, but I feel as though I know what's going on. And I feel as though I know a story. As soon as I know the character's story or their personality, if they haven't told me their story, which is fair enough. Sometimes some of the characters that appear don't really want to tell me their story, and I've got to respect that. But sometimes their story comes really, really quickly. Crow Daughter, yeah, really quickly. And Crow Daughter is about a girl that wears a magical shawl, but she takes human form and lives with a lovely family out in the middle of nowhere. But when she wants to return to the crows, she can just put on her shawl, which is the shawl that she was born in. And she's quite muted, and it's very autumnal, actually. I think it's very autumnal. And I think she's nearly done, but we'll see. We're at that stage. I don't want to put too much in. I'm really trying with my paintings. I'm really trying to be mindful. There's two things I'm trying with my painting. I'd like to go a bit larger. I feel as though I want to make bolder marks, especially in the early layers. So I wanted to go a bit larger, which I have been doing. But also I don't want to be too frightened of unexplained space in my paintings. I find the painters that I really admire aren't afraid of not putting everything in, not explaining everything, and having quite large passages of their paintings quite plain, very, unexplained. And I think it gives your images and your marks space to breathe. And ultimately, I've been thinking about this, I think that's about confidence. I think that's about believing that's enough. And it's tricky. It's tricky. I think I can hear someone coming in. Speak later. Yes, so this is Crow Daughter. I think I'm going to just put a little bit, maybe of the light colour down here. But I don't want to do much. I'm going to darken this bit. Don't like that there. That's going to be darker, maybe this kind of colour. But I think I'm pleased with the face, and I'm pleased with this underpainting. This here, which is almost suggesting kind of, don't know, part of a hat, scarf, and that edge of just under a jawline was completely, that's the fluky bit of the underpainting, and that's what really helped suggest where that face was. And I am pleased with the underpainting here. Work a little bit more mixed media just on that part of the dress, but yeah, I want it to be a quiet painting, and I don't want to overwork it. I want it to be a bit mysterious. Do you think she's nearly done? I think she's nearly done. Do I feel like this because it's not nearly done, or is it a confidence thing? Anyway, thanks for chatting about it with me. Makes me feel better. Hello, it's the 20th of August, and I'm taping this because I'm just recording the state of this room. I've also got to remind myself that in the future, I must never ever try to organise 4 different types of workshops and classes at the same time. I cannot handle, oh, by the way, I'm sorry I'm holding the camera, it's a bit wobbly. I've got nowhere to put the camera. You're going to see why in a minute. I can't handle leaving jobs. If I know I've got planning or jobs like that to do, that will always come first. Again, I think that's from being a teacher for so long. Next year, even though it's in May, I have prepped most of it, but I want to finish the preparation for my Hope and Elvis drawing, which is about, I think it's called something like Realism into Abstraction. So it's very experimental and basically doing all my favourite things to do with drawing, which I'm really looking forward to. So yeah, four things. And yeah, it's been a lot, but I'm also really pleased that I've been on it, because next week I want to start concentrating on, sorry, I'm gonna have to swap hands, my arm's aching. That's it. Oh, this camera work, honestly, sorry. Next week I want to start concentrating on my painting again, and I can't do that when I've got other jobs on my mind. So I want to get it done. That also includes getting all the materials ready, all the paper cut. I am not kidding. I have spent, the other day I spent over 5 hours cutting paper, and the day before was nearly 4. All I can say is thank God for the scrap store. I got some amazing paper. Scrap stores around the country are just an amazing resource. Anyway, I digress, but they are. Big shout out to all the scrap stores. The paper is wonderful, but I have been chopping it because they were massive, massive sheets. So I'm going to pan across and show you my tiny studio, which is now absolutely crammed full of examples and materials and paper. I have a lot of paper, so I'm going to show you that. And today I am going to finish all the prep. The only thing I can't finish is I have got to gesso, how many, about 25 massive sheets of paper, and I can only do a few at once. So I've just set up my wallpaper table in the kitchen, and I'm going to do 4 or 5 a day because I haven't got enough room. I wish I had a giant washing line, but I haven't. So I'm going to show you that now. And oh, also before I forget, I'm very excited today because later on today we are going to go to Halifax to the Peace Hall, and we're going to see the magnificent PJ Harvey, and I cannot wait. She is one of my heroes, and I've never seen her live before, and she is just a magical being, so I cannot wait to see her. Okay, I'm going to spin you around now and prepare to be shocked. Gessoed mount board and books, and this is oh, do you know, I should show you this one day. This is my recipe book, one of my recipe books. And when I was teaching, whenever I learned a new technique, I would write the recipe down, and oh, I can't open it because it's too heavy, and I'd put my examples in. It is absolutely invaluable to me. Yeah, so a bit of prep there. There's examples down there. A paper, examples, paper. That open drawer is also full of paper for the classes. I've had to label which class and for which exercise the paper's for. I know, pray for me, pray for me. Paper. I'm also trying to be a good girl and download all the plans in case my computer explodes. And class notes, all my class notes, more bits of paper, and it's crazy. It's crazy. But do you know what? I'm nearly there, so that's a good feeling. Just spinning you back again. Yeah, so it's also a really good feeling because I've set myself the challenge now that by 2 o'clock I want it all done, because PJ Harvey's calling. I want it all done, apart from the gessoing. That's okay, I'm going to be realistic. And the other thing I've been thinking about, it scares me silly. I've been thinking about this for, it could probably be 2 or 3 years. I've always wanted to do 1 or 2, don't know yet, but I've loved to do some online teaching. And I have had messages in the past from lovely people asking if I do online teaching, and I've always been scared of the tech, and I'm always scared of breaking the law to do with taxes and stuff. And yeah, I have this, I don't know, in a previous life I think I must have been wrongfully convicted about something, because I'm not even kidding, I have a serious phobia about ending up in jail. So anyway, don't know why I'm sharing that with you, but it's true. So I've avoided it, but I am thinking about it, and because really I'd love to share the stuff that I would teach with foundation, because I used to challenge myself and have to learn lots of stuff and try things out for the students, and that was great for me. Because of YouTube, I love filming now. I was really scared before, believe it or not, about talking to camera and doing all that. And I know my films are very simple. I absolutely love speaking to you through the camera. I really feel like I've got friends and you're all lovely, and I really enjoy doing that. I'm really scared, but I'm trying to do stuff that I want to do, and not let the scarediness, not let the fear hold me back. I just wanted to video this because I've just sent off the artwork for the new Mrs. B calendar 2025. I always kind of keep my fingers crossed and just on a big gulp, because it's probably one of the biggest things I order for the shop. And this year, I don't know if I've done right. I've ordered 75 instead of 50. I did sell out last year, which was amazing. And I thought, okay, let's go for it this year. So I don't know if they'll all sell, but fingers crossed. And I just thought I would reveal the new cover. I hope it turns out okay. Keep your fingers crossed for me. I'm not the best with tech, but the company I use are fantastic and so helpful. And hope you like the cover. Let me know. I'm also really pleased because it's either artwork that I've tweaked digitally, so I've changed it a little bit. I think the vast majority are all based on artworks that I've done in the past year. I've just received my delivery of the new calendar, and honestly, it is I should have filmed when I first got the box, but I couldn't wait because it is so nerve-wracking. Ordering the calendars is probably the biggest order I do every year for my shop, and honestly, last night I was like, oh, did I remember to write 2005 and not 2004 on it? Is the design okay? I am so happy with the quality. The cover paper is that lovely matte, slightly velvety feeling. This is the bit where it says, wishing you a magical 2025. I was absolutely certain last night I'd left it as 2024, so thank God. They're all the designs. Some of them are exclusively for the calendar, like this one. This is a digital piece of artwork, collaging other bits of artwork that I've created in the past. Some of them are brand new and have been painted this year, but even the original paintings have been tweaked, so they're pretty much exclusive for the calendar. Some are older designs, Mama Moon Bear, but you know, zhuzhed up for the calendar, and I'm really pleased with it. I'm really pleased. We've got a new Christmas one as well. Yeah, phew, so relieved. I'll do a good flick through for you so you can have a look, but oh, honestly, phew, I shall sleep tonight. I really shall sleep tonight. I'm so pleased with the colour and the quality. Yeah. So I just want to say thanks ever so much for watching, and if you like it, could you do a cheeky thumbs up for me? maybe subscribe if you haven't. I hope you don't mind me saying. But thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. It's been lovely to have a catch up. You know what's coming next. You deserve one of these. See you soon, Chuck. Bye. Thanks a lot. Hello. It's what date is it today? Let's start again. Let's edit that bit because I'm going. Car. Another car.